Russia is moving reserve forces from across the country and assembling them near Ukraine for future offensive operations, the British military intelligence assessed in its newest report. Russian President Vladimir Putin hasn't declared war on Ukraine, and as a result, he can't mobilize the Russian economy or tap on the country's vast reserves of manpower. Although he and his Kremlin advisors are trying to covertly mobilize Russia through legal loopholes and sketchy means, thus far, they have failed to produce enough men to fully staff the frontline units that are engaged in the fighting in Ukraine. To be sure, Russian commanders haven't run out of men yet. But they are struggling to replenish the casualties they are suffering every day. In the last 24 hours, for example, the Ukrainians have claimed to kill 300 Russians and wounded up to 600. These numbers are unsustainable without a full mobilization of the reserves. A large proportion of the new infantry units are probably deploying with Montana LB armored vehicles taken from long-term storage as their primary transport. While Montana LBs have previously been in service and support roles on both sides, Russia has long considered them unsuitable for most frontline infantry transport roles. It was originally designed in the 1950s as a tractor to pull artillery, has very limited armor, and only mounts a machine gun for protection, the British Ministry of Defense added. And in war, not all men are created equal. A reservist who hasn't touched a weapon in a decade isn't the same as a professional soldier who has spent years honing his warfighting skills. Moscow is increasingly forced to rely on the former as its cadre of professional troops is dying in Ukraine. In contrast, most of Russia's first-echelon assault units were equipped with BMP-2 infantry fighting vehicles in February, featuring armor up to 33 mm thick and mounting a powerful 30 mm autocannon and an anti-tank missile launcher, the British Ministry of Defense stated. Despite President Putin's claim on July 7 that the Russian military has not even started its efforts in Ukraine, many of its reinforcements are ad hoc groupings deploying with obsolete or inappropriate equipment, the British military intelligence assessed. The Russian military continues to suffer heavy casualties in Ukraine. Overall, the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense claimed that as of Saturday, Ukrainian forces have killed approximately 37,200 Russian troops and wounded approximately thrice that number, destroyed 217 fighter, attack, and transport jets, 187 attack and transport helicopters, 1,638 tanks, 832 artillery pieces, 3,815 armored personnel carriers, 247 multiple launch rocket systems, 15 boats and cutters, 2,687 vehicles and fuel tanks, 108 anti-aircraft batteries, 674 tactical unmanned aerial systems, 66 special equipment platforms, such as bridging vehicles, and 4 mobile Iskander ballistic missile systems, and 155 cruise missiles shot down by the Ukrainian air defenses. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.